So just before we get into today's review, I think I've already said this, but Tuesday I'm going to do a review of this. I have about 100 pages left, so I'm going to start doing some serious reading after I watch Bounty Killer here, which is going to be Sunday's review is Bounty Killer. And if I haven't said this already, the winner for Monday is Cabin Fever. And because Tuesday's video is going to be of the book, I have 2 new polls up on my Instagram account, although they may be closed by the time you guys see this video. But if you follow me on there, you'll know because it'll be in my story, and I'll put a post up on Instagram for that. So this is for Wednesday, and then actually this is going to make stuff simpler, just because I'm planning my videos now, so this will make it easier. So I did because these are 3 movies in one, so I put a poll up for what I should review Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then I'll try to get a vlog for you guys on Sunday. That's what I'm going to try to do. Or possibly just read 12 Strong after I'm hoping to finish this book today, or today or tomorrow. So I'm going to read 12 Strong after that and try to get a review. Maybe I'll do that for next Sunday so I can actually get some serious reading done every day that I'm awake. If not, if I don't have the book done by next Sunday, it'll be done shortly after that, because I'm going to start reading more, and I have to read Ready Player One as well, because I think Amanda wants to go see the movie in theaters, so I'll be doing a review of that really soon as well, just to let you guys know. And then other than that, I think that's pretty much it for this intro, so without further ado, I keep thinking this is the intro. It's like pre-intro type deal. So let's roll the intro and then get into this review. So today's winner was Hansel and Gretel. I guess there isn't really too much on the inside of the cover, but it's kind of cool. Anyway, this was a different twist on the story, because this goes into the time when they're grown up. So it starts out basically the same. It's kind of like almost like an origin story by this point in time. Their parents shipped them off. Actually, I guess they didn't go searching and find a house. Their parents actually take them into the woods and leave them. And they end up finding the house with the witch in it. And I don't know how many days they were trapped in there. But anyway, they end up killing the witch. And then once they're older, they start hunting witches. And they think that all witches are bad, but it turns out that that's not true. That some witches are good, so there's dark witches and white witches, and they find out that their mother was a witch, and also Gretel is a witch, and yeah, so it gets interesting. Anyway, they kill a lot of witches, and they go back to the town where it basically all started, and there's the sheriff and the mayor, and the sheriff is basically accusing this woman of being a witch, and they say no. But at the time, Hansel and Gretel didn't know that she was a white witch, and her and Hansel end up falling in love in the movie, and I think she ends up dying at the end, unfortunately. But yeah, I guess that's they were kind of in a serious business, they were witch hunters, that's what they were. So anyhow, they're trying to figure out, there's this thing called the blood moon, and the witches are trying to get 6 boys and 6 girls, so that they can, and the heart of Gretel, so that they can become immortal, and so that they can't be burned anymore, basically. So this one very powerful witch that they run into in the movie called Muriel, who's supposed to be, basically, grand witches are the only ones who are supposed to be able to change their appearance, but she can do it somehow because of how powerful she is. Now, I'm not really I know there were other grand witches in the movie, because they have this big meetup at the end of all the witches right before the blood moon, because they're all trying to make themselves immortal. But Hansel ends up killing all of them, including Muriel at the end, because they behead her. Now, I don't know if they burned her, it didn't show that, so I'm not sure if they did that or not. but they do say that burning a witch is the best way to get rid of it. But they say that other means do work, like beheading and certain things like that. So, this movie was absolutely awesome. The first time I watched it was actually with my parents on pay-per-view, and I had no idea what it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like a normal Hansel and Gretel type deal, but this is more of almost like a horror movie in some ways. And there's a lot of swearing. There's definitely plenty of action in this movie. I do love this movie. I definitely would give it a 6 out of 5, I would say, as far as the Hansel and Gretel story goes. It outdoes itself. And Jeremy Renner and, what's her name? Gemma Arterton? Maybe? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but they do a great job together as brother and sister. And, yeah, her finding out she was a witch was pretty incredible. And them finding out that their mother used to be a witch as well. She was also a white witch, and you find out that she got burned alive, and when their father was taking them out into the woods, by the time he gotten back, their mother was being burned, and he ends up getting hung in the town that they were in. And what was the name of the town? Oh, crap. Well, I can't remember the town, but anyhow, Gretel gets herself into some serious trouble with the sheriff because the sheriff ends up killing the mayor, but they don't know that. And she goes off into the forest looking for Hansel, who was taken the night before by a witch and on a broom, and ends up getting thrown off the broom and healed by this white witch that he doesn't know at the time is a white witch. And they end up that was the point they end up getting together, because they get in the healing water together, and you can pretty much guess what happens after that. So that's how their relationship started. And then Gretel runs into the sheriff and his guys in the forest, and there's a scene there where the troll comes and saves her, because they pretty much beat her within an inch of her life, I would say. So the troll heals her, and he does say to her that trolls help witches. And the troll's name is Edward, which I thought was kind of an odd name for a troll. It's a pretty basic name for a troll, but I guess... Anyway, the troll helps Gretel out through the movie. Throughout the movie, I should say. Helps her throughout the movie. And helps her defeat the witches at the end of the movie, but he gets thrown off the cliff and actually dies, and Gretel has to bring him back to life with their defibrillator type thing, basically. It was like a wind-up or pulley type defibrillator, because this was supposed to be set. It's part of history, right? So it was supposed to be set in the earlier years. I'm not sure what century, but it doesn't say on the back cover here. But yeah, this movie, definitely a lot more to talk about than my previous review from yesterday, which will be uploaded for you guys fairly soon. And then this one, and I'm currently watching Bounty Killer right now. And then I'm going to read, because it's very hard to read and do laundry at the same time. Or I find, if I'm reading, I just like to read and just sit down and read for a few, like, half an hour, 40 minutes at a time, and then just take a break from it. So I'm going to go check on my laundry. As always, like, comment, subscribe, leave your thoughts on the movie below, and your rating, because I thought this one outdid itself. Sorry, I'm choking. I thought this one outdid itself, so maybe you didn't like it as much. Also, link to my Instagram account is always below. I'm going to try to get another video for you guys. I might do a second take of the Brookie video, just because I'm going to try to get like a tripod or something, or clips for my phone, and maybe do 2 different angles of the video for you guys, just because, yeah, so I'll do like a picture-in-picture thing, just because I think there wasn't much footage of the actual, like, baking process and stuff, and I feel like I could probably do more. So I'm going to go look for an actual, like, video camera, a better vlogging camera, and see if my tripod can be set up in the kitchen for the next video I do. I'm not sure when that'll be, so I don't want to make any promises, because, yeah, this channel is going to be my main channel, so it's going to be uploaded to more, and then my other channel will be uploaded to less frequently, just because... But I do know that I'm going to do a DIY giant, I think it's like a wreath thing, so basically kind of the same thing. So I'll try to make those videos a little bit better for you guys, because right now I only have Currently, I only have my phone. I just cleared off my iPhone 4. Now, I'm not sure how well that'd work for recording stuff, and I don't have a case for it right now, but I could possibly go get one of the stands just to see if I could get a different angle of the video for you guys, just because, yeah, I want to make it a little bit more interactive. But I am working on cleaning out my gaming corner, so hopefully that's set up fairly soon for you guys, and I will leave off the video here, and see you guys again tomorrow with a review of Bounty Killer. Bye bye for now.